Hey guys, one more video here about cycling techniques and mechanics. And on this video, we are going to show a technique to remove air from the hydraulic system of your bicycle. On hydraulic system, sometimes air start to enter a little bit on the system, and then you do not have braking power anymore. The brakes start to feel a little spongy. So in this video, we are going to show a technique that is named burp the brakes, which is removing some of the air or removing all the air from it, so it gets better. So the first thing we are going to do is to, get the hood out of the way. So we are going to remove then the cover plate from the shifter. So there are different models. On this one, we have the hydraulic uh, reservoir here on top. So it's a little bit difficult to remove, but yeah, I'm pulling it. And below it, you're going to see there is a screw that we are going to remove. Uh, but before we have to remove this cover, we have to be careful to not break it. Okay, and also there is a small screw, be careful to not lose it. So the next step is to remove this screw here, which is 2.5 millimeter Allen screw. So we're going to get it and unscrew, and this is going to open the hydraulic reservoir. In this case is the here brake. Have to be careful to not lose the small O-ring that is there is a small rubber O-ring that serves to seal. Now we are going to install on the reservoir a funnel that funnel that comes with the bleed kit for any hydraulic brakes. So now you can see that I placed my bike on upward position. So why I did this? I did that so the air will be coming up, from the caliper, so the air will travel through the conduit, and we have to work the air out up to the reservoir. This is the funnel I was talking about, and there is a little O-ring that will be put, on the where we remove the screw, the Allen screw, and this little tip will enter on the reservoir and open a small valve that will allow contact with the oil inside of the reservoir or any of the air that is inside to leave the reservoir. So we don't want any more air to get inside the system, so we are going to put a little bit more, a little of oil, hydraulic oil, Shimano oil, inside the reservoir. And when the air comes out of a reservoir, the oil will get inside. So that's why we're putting some of this oil on the funnel. You see there is a small uh, cover. It's a plunger that will cover the, the little hole. So you see that's not leaking any hydraulic oil right now is because the plunger is closing the little hole. It's just to avoid the mess. So now I'm screwing it uh, on the reservoir opening. So be careful to not cross thread. Be gentle, don't torque too much. Next step is to remove the plunger. Okay, the plunger is out. And any air that will be inside this is going to start to come out now. Now we're going to work a little bit of the air out of the system. So, I'll tap everywhere in the bike to make that air come up. Be gentle to uh, not damage your bike or, the paint work. So I tap the caliper as well. So you see all the air coming up. Okay, the bike is slipping a little bit here, so now the bike is secure. After we work the air, to go up into the system, we press a little bit the lever. So if you were looking, from the top, you would see the air coming out through the funnel, and you can already start to feel the brake getting a little bit harder because the air is coming out. You know, and it's good to do this thing every, 2 or 3 months. So you get all the air out of the system. The last step is to put the plunger back so you don't make a mess when removing the funnel. Remove the funnel, and you're pretty much done. Right now is just to install the screw again. And this is the screw I was talking about. See the O-ring there, So that's what covers the hydraulic reservoir. Make sure the screw is clean, you know. And then you remove an excess oil from the shifter. Okay, keep it clean. And again, be careful with the rubber O-ring, as there. And at that point, we are pretty much done. The next step is just to put the little nameplate cover back on and pull the hood, and that's it. So thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed the video, just click like, and if you want to see more videos like this, just subscribe to our channel. Thanks and have a good one.